What if I told you that an army once crossed the deadliest mountains on earth to fight a war that wasn't even theirs? What if I told you that a revolution was saved not by a king, but by men with frostbitten feet, broken swords, and fire in their hearts? This isn't a myth. This is Chile's war for independence. The year is 1812. The Spanish Empire is cracking, but in Chile, its grip is iron. The streets of Santiago tremble under royalist boots. Torture cells overflow. Rebels are hung in public. Eyes gouged. Backs shredded by whips. This was the price of resistance. But even under blood and chains, the fire of revolution burns. Among the sparks stands Bernardo O'Higgins, a man of privilege who chooses struggle. He joins the patriots in southern Chile, fighting for a land that deserves to breathe free. Yet hope turns to horror in 1814, at the disaster of Rancagua. Surrounded, outgunned, betrayed, his army collapses. Survivors are executed. Chile falls. The patriots flee over the Andes defeated. But waiting across the border, in the Argentine city of Mendoza, is a different kind of warrior. José de San Martin, strategist, soldier, visionary. He sees what others don't. To crush the Spanish crown, he declares, we must march through Chile and take Peru. In 1816, he builds the Army of the Andes, a ragtag force of 4,000 exiles, farmers, blacksmiths, even slaves. For months, they train. Horses are bred. Cannons are remade. Every man knows if they fail, death will be a mercy. Then, January 1817. They climb. No roads, no maps, no mercy. Through blizzards, past corpses. Men go blind in the snow. Fingers freeze black. But still they climb. And after 21 days, they descend into Chile. February 12, 1817. At Chacabuco, the patriots strike. The Spanish are shattered. Marcos del Pont, the royalist commander, flees caught like a rat. Santiago cheers. San Martin hands power to O'Higgins, who becomes supreme director. But Spain isn't done. In March 1818, they ambush at Cancha Rayada. The patriot army scatters. San Martin is rumored dead. Despair returns. Had Spain won, the executions would have begun again. But San Martin lives. And so on April 5, 1818, at Maipú, they rise one last time. The battle is savage. Steel meets flesh. Blood soaks the ground. Patriot lines break, then reform. By dusk, over 2,000 Spaniards are dead or captured. Chile is free. San Martin and O'Higgins embrace tears, blood, and history between them. But the fight is not over. The liberator turns his gaze to Peru. Because until the last colony falls, his sword shall not rest. This was no ordinary war. This was the war that built a nation and shattered an empire.